You are listening to the Hello Sport Podcast.
Jeez, all that fucking positive gym energy's just gone right out the window. Now we got a grumpy
Let's get back
little
to lifting.
Eddie.
Shift and tin.
People are annoying me, mate.
We got a grumpy Simpson.
I had a beautiful start to the day. I had a beautiful start to the day. I got up and I shifted tin.
Yeah.
A few daddies.
Even with that back.
A few Bulgarians. Oh, back's all right. Back's all right.
Must be if you're doing daddies.
Did some daddies.
Daddy Eddie.
Did some Bulgarians. Couch stretches. Elevated pigeons, mate.
Yeah.
Some push-ups.
Yeah.
Some tries.
Okay. But now the mood
And then
shifted.
I went and had a quick coffee and half of Ella's Tuscan breakfast, Tom.
Okay.
Tuscan breakfast.
Yeah, what's a Tuscan breakfast look like?
Avocado, thanks for coming. Smoked salmon, thanks for coming. Boiled eggs, thanks for coming. Bit of spinach, short for spinach.
Okay. Short for.
A little bit of oil drizzle on there, mate. Bit of salt, bit of pepper.
Tuscan.
Beautiful. Tuscan.
Okay.
Tuscan brekkie. Say good day to Sarah, Ella's friend. Her son Jimmy, cute as hell. Nipped in here. Listen to Maddie and Cooper. Having a beautiful start of the morning. Just a couple of things.
Couple things started to get you under your
Just
collar.
a couple of things that have just got under me
I
collar.
was sitting there just, we're all smiling and laughing, jabber-jawing. And then you just you get that look in your eye. You abused someone.
I did. People have let me down. People have let me down.
People have let themselves down.
They have. And I'm fucking trying to clean up the mess.
Yeah.
As usual. As per. Now, luckily for me, punters and dribblers, I've got a fucking little aid with me today. Just a little aid to help me get through.
Good day. Not an ad. But
Not an ad. We're actually, listen, this isn't an ad to open, but just wanted to point something out. Remember how Tom used to get sick all the time? Basically, I would say once a month.
no, see, listen, I will say this only in my defense because did start to annoy me that anytime I wouldn't be able to go on the fucking bloke show, usually for like family reasons, that some of them were like actually serious, and then I'd watch the show later and they'd be like, and you knew about it, and then it'd be like, Tom, that fucking piece of shit sick again. I'm like, you motherfuckers knew I couldn't be there. And now I get my arsehole ripped apart, but
You were sick a lot.
I did get sick a lot.
So don't
'Cause there is
fucking
also
sugarcoat
no.
you
I'm
used
not.
to get hand, foot, and mouth and shit,
Well,
mate.
I got that once.
You got mad cow.
I
You got all that
once,
weird shit.
And I got that from a child that had it from daycare. Now, did I get sick fucking heaps? Yes, I did. Did he lie about me often on that fucking show? Yes, he did. But I took it like a champion because champions take it up the arse when they have to. But I've got to be honest, man, that I've had the sickest household in town. And Steph's been sick twice. The girls have been sick. And the girls basically just like routinely sick because daycare in winter is just fucking never ending. And I just seem like I'm walking around and it's bouncing off me.
Yep. So
And you get a little sick, right? Like as in you get run down, but I just haven't like fully collapsed into a point where like I'm wearing sunnies in bed.
it's propping you up, mate. Prop me up.
It's propping me up all right. It's propping me all the way up.
Not
Not an
dribblers
ad.
or dribblers.
That was an unintentional start with an ad. But I think what we really wanted to say was shout out to Brisbane yesterday for
Having us?
having their way with us, its way with us.
Specifically the Brisbane Casino.
Yeah. We went up there for a work meeting.
We
before went
came,
to
we
the
saw,
airport.
we were conquered, basically.
We just took a little detour before the airport, swung by the casino, got our assholes ripped apart for a good 45 minutes to an hour, and then left.
We nipped into town and then nipped out again.
Yep.
And no, we didn't fly up just to go to the casino.
That would have
be
been-
so edge.
Well, specifically because there's a casino in Sydney,
There's a casino in Sydney.
which we haven't gone to yet.
Well,
not
I don't
really.
really want to start that up as like a thing we do all the time.
Of course not. I don't want
Because
to do
I'm
casino
just loving blackjack.
I
too
love
much now.
blackjack.
So
I was pissing people off on blackjack, so I don't really like. As in, I know how to. Play.
Oh, you were.
But I don't know all the, like-
You were being a bit of a.
Well, I just,
fucking-
mate, I'm not like you who's a fucking sneaky little pig who goes and gambles all the time at every opportunity. I'm just like, hey, I'm learning like the do's and don'ts.
That was completely inaccurate. Your little drive-by just then.
No, it wasn't. You're
Yeah,
like,
it was.
because you like pride yourself on like, oh, dude, you shouldn't be doing this. I'm like, cunt, I don't know.
What's wrong with trying to play the game to win money?
Yeah, of course, I want to.
He was hitting the fucking yesterday. The dealer had fucking a 6, and he's hitting on like 17 and shit.
No, I
yes,
wasn't.
you were.
Lies.
Dan.
No lies.
You're talking about drive-by lies. I hit on a 13. You go, he has a 6. I go, yeah, I got a 13. Who the fuck knows what this cunt gets? I could be in serious trouble. And I did, though. I did piss off the Asian guy down the end.
Dude,
when
he was.
left.
I'm surprised. Yeah, he got up and left.
No. He ran out of
left.
his money. But
Yeah, but he was
left,
not happy.
there was one time where
He was not happy.
I actually did do like a particularly, like even I knew it was dumb. Because there are things that I'm doing that I don't know. And it's like, oh, don't hit on a 6. I'm like, why the fuck not? I didn't have my fairy godmother there from Melbourne. Anyway, when you left to go get drinks, I'm sitting there with the guy. I was going to keep referring to him as the Asian guy. I felt like that may be unnecessary. We now know he's Asian. It's not relevant, but that was how we know
It's
who
not
he
relevant,
was.
but he was.
He was. And he wasn't, he was like, he couldn't speak English super well.
I didn't hear him say a word.
Yeah, I know, but I did once you left, is what I'm saying.
Oh, he pulled you up.
Well, he didn't pull me up. He shook his head at me.
Dude, he wasn't the first time he shook his head at you. He was shaking all day.
I did, but the thing was, I was like, it confused me here because I didn't hit on a 15. So I had 15, I didn't hit. And then, obviously, whatever the fuck Jerry, our dealer, got meant that we were all wiped. And then he looks at me and just shakes it and he goes, 15, man, 15. I go, dude, I don't know what you're talking about. And then he just goes all in, loses, and then leaves. I'm like, sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
Sorry. But I'm learning, mate.
Yeah, you're learning.
You got to learn.
You learn. You got to start.
gotta
I'll tell you where you
somewhere.
need to start. Where you need to start. You need to start right back at the start. You need to learn to count.
Dude, I hate that, dude. I hate it. That's
He's like,
why
what am I on?
That's
I'm
why
like,
Jerry's
add 'em
good.
up.
No, that's why
What,
Jerry
you
was
just
good. Dude.
adding the cars together.
Well, because then, like, when they go
He doesn't
bang,
know what
bang,
he's on.
bang, bang, I'm like, wait, there's too much
Doesn't know
going
what
on
he's got.
here.
He's like, what have I got? I'm like,
Because there's like, it happens so quickly. And then you're like, oh, shit. Well, I know what I have, but then Jerry's just pounded out
the second
8,
dealer was
7,
better.
5, 9. I'm like, fuck. She's counting for me. So she goes, oh, there you go. She's counting the numbers as she's doing it. I'm not a numbers guy, dude. I'm not. I'm left brain, I think. I don't know.
you're not a numbers guy. At least you're honest about it.
Fucking oath, mate. Could you imagine how ridiculous that would be if I pretended to be a numbers guy?
Did you undo all your hard work in Melbourne on Monday?
Not all of it. No.
I gave all my Melbournes away because I'm a good man.
No. We didn't undo all of that.
No, we didn't undo all of that. Thank God.
But it was considerably undone.
Yeah.
It wasn't all undone. In fact,
It was kind of undone.
it was sort of undone.
You could argue it was undone.
Well,
But
not from a total perspective.
No. I came back
wasn't.
from Melbourne with all those winnings, though, and that was like Flex City over here, and I just went and Steph, and I went,
That was nice of you. What did she do with that?
I don't know.
Because that was a fair bit of ched.
It was. Yeah. And I
kept
gave
mine.
the cabbie a big fat tip.
Did you?
Yeah. Because he was like, I'm going back to India, and I'm going to see my family, and da-da-da. And I was like, sick. Here
Good for you, mate.
Mate, I'm a generous guy. I'm just not a numbers guy. And I'm also I don't know how to play blackjack that well yet. So, like, you don't have to be an Asian guy down the end of the table, but if you are, you're going to get upset playing with me. The cards weren't in our favour, though. Let's be fair.
Well, put it this way.
Those cards were fucked.
The dealer yesterday busted twice, I think, in 40 minutes.
And
you
could tell he
Twice in
felt
40
bad.
minutes.
It was fucked. He wasn't saying anything either, the cunt, which I didn't like.
No, but he was I would
have liked some acknowledgement.
Yeah, Jerry was better. Jerry was like, she wanted us to win. The other guy was sort of like embarrassed at how good his cards kept being.
It was sickening. He got blackjack like multiple times, maybe like 5 times.
It was some of the like.
When you'd go, ooh, I just got you'd get a jack or a king, say, and then he'd go round to himself and he'd give himself an ace, and you're just like, what's going on here?
We like to start every casino trip with a nominal fee on the roulette table. That fee is not important. And we go red or black. And then that usually dictates how... It shouldn't dictate how we'll go, but it's a good...
No, but it does.
It's a good marker.
It always has. Never has it not shown the way.
Yeah, I know. And it should be an indicator you should leave.
It showed the way in Adelaide.
Yeah.
it showed the way in Las Vegas.
And it showed the way in Melbourne.
And it showed the way in Melbourne.
And it showed the way in Brisbane. Which was a big fat loss straight off the fucking rip.
We see in Melbourne we got the omens perfect. We got them cherry ripe. Yeah. And then yesterday we got a few omens in the horses though.
Got a couple of horsies up. We got there first.
We got there. Dubbo.
Dubbo. Sports page. Paying $10 or some shit or $5. And we're like, yeah. And our signs there.
Still looking really good too.
Bang. Then there was another one in the dogs. Transplant. What were we talking about? Landon Donovan's fucking disgusting hair transplant. Bang. That was where it ended though, I think, from memory.
You didn't consider moving tables?
I had one more, I think.
We probably should have considered moving.
Could have.
I didn't like where we were sitting. I think I like to sit in the middle rather than on the edges.
You don't like the edge?
Well, that was just... it felt uncomfortable. It felt like the juju was off.
You didn't like the juju up there. You know, if we'd sat in the middle, it's still... Because there was no one in between us, it still would have been the same cards.
But who knows, though? You know what I mean? Who knows?
Yep. Great point. Great point. So there was no Tim Nacky moments yesterday, punters and dribblers.
No, I did try to channel the great man.
We did try to channel the great man.
He'd fucking hate playing with me as well.
Oh, he wouldn't be able to. He couldn't.
That'd be a nice thing to do, to play some fucking blackjack with Nax.
Well, he could give us a crash course because I'm not that good and you're horrific.
But see, the thing is, like, horrific, I fucking dominated. Do you know what I mean, though? Like, you can't be horrific at this game. It's the luck of the cards. And then the fairy godmother did point out to us, like, in Melbourne, that there's some, like...
There are things
you can do. She was, like, telling us what to do. We've been at the casino twice this week, punters and dribblers.
But we've been away twice. That's
Monday,
why.
we were down in Melbourne to go and get a photo in front of our fucking billboard.
We haven't talked about the Billy.
We haven't talked about the Billy.
We did. We went down to Melbourne.
Spotify put a billboard up for us. We did not pay for it ourselves.
Yeah, I know.
The 2 jacks from Ned's.
I know. I was a bit like, ooh.
It's like, no, we did not pay
You thought we'd fucking pay for that? No, we didn't. Thank you, Spotify, for that. It was very kind. We parlayed that into a lunch with Jack and Louisa. That was nice.
They put it up for both of us. 2 Shane Keith Productions.
Yes.
And that was nice.
Very enjoyable.
Yes.
Had a lovely time.
Silly to have a billboard, but it was a lot of fun.
It was fun. It was a nice moment. Nice to see your name up in lights, Tom.
Yeah. And so after the billboard, where we just, like, people on the street were like, who the fuck are these people taking photos in front of their billboard? We then went and had a big old fuck at lunch.
It was funny because people started, that's a bit of one person started taking photos of the billboard.
Yeah.
Some random who would clearly have no idea about anything was like just taking photos of the billboard.
Because they saw you guys getting photos in front of it.
No, because initially we were just like taking photos like, oh, there's our one, bang. And then like we were getting photos in front of it. And then initially we were all there just filming it. So we're all just filming the billboard waiting for it to fuck. Because it's sort of like alternating between different shows.
And ours came up after like maybe 3, and then we had to wait quite a while for when we
Jarts and Lose, and we were like, oh, fuck, maybe theirs isn't up there.
Which would have been
fantastic.
But it was. So
then, people thought there was something worth taking photos of there, and I mean...
Yeah, so there was like some bloke down on his haunches with his camera taking a photo of the Australian fucking...
The Australian newspaper ad.
Or Office Works or Zero or something. So that was funny.
Yeah.
And then yesterday we had to do something. We just had to go and just get briefed on something.
Yeah.
Just had to go for a bit of a meeting. Out at Doomben Racecourse.
Yes.
Hell of a place.
Mate, you see some characters at Doomben on a Wednesday.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
As soon as you walk in, you're like, oof, here we go.
Is that the course?
Free entry.
That has
nice
like
touch.
houses next to the track?
There's houses near the track, yeah.
Residential.
It's residential.
Yeah,
it's
right.
Close to the airport, maybe only 10 minutes, maybe. Close.
Tell you what, Glenn Boss can't tip a fucking horse.
No, he can't.
No disrespect to Boss.
Glenn Boss at the end, he got up there and he tried to tip us into something. Might have even been the Boss plate.
Yeah, I think it was his race.
Fucking nowhere. Lubrication, I think, got the W.
Which I mean, we should have known.
Listen.
We should have known. We should have been better.
We should have been better.
But it's been a fun week, hasn't it?
Just been one of those weeks.
It's been one of those weeks.
Busy boys.
Yep.
Busy bees.
Busy bees. When was the last time you and I spoke? It was Monday, I assume. Or did we do the
No,
Monday?
Sunday,
Sunday,
it was
right.
Sunday. We haven't
Mad
spoken for
Dragon.
quite some time.
We haven't spoken for a while. There's a bit to sort of go over, and I'll probably forget some of it.
Shout out to Don
Shout out to the Mad Dragon. That was great.
for coming over here. We had a great time.
Yep. The
Great.
feedback's been awesome. He's a
Great.
good dude, a really solid guy, just a nice guy.
A really, really, really solid guy.
And funny. Once he loosened up and got into his work, he was fucking good.
Yeah,
to go.
he was a little bit nervous by his own admission.
But I actually
that's-
respect that honesty. You know, sometimes you can be like, it's a bit of sort of, I don't know if it's macho. It might just be a fucking like guys or girls. But like sometimes if you're nervous, you're not really comfortable to say. You're like trying to hide the fact you're nervous. He was like, mate, I'm fucking nervous. Like the first thing he said when he came in.
Yeah,
like,
but I mean, he was nervous, and on the surface, he wasn't calm.
he
Nor
wasn't
was he
calm and ready
to drop bombs.
Great point.
It is a great point, but he leant into it. He acknowledged as much, and he loosened up as the stream went on, Tom.
Famous win from Manly. Our team this week is fucking stacked.
Humming.
Yeah, we're good. We don't need to get into that right now. What I do
We
want
are
to
in the 8.
But we are fucking oath we're in the 8. We're entrenched.
I just wanted everyone to know that.
Yeah, we're stuck solid into the 8, like a barnacle on a whale's bumhole.
Well, is that where you'd put it? The whale would blow that fucking thing off.
Not. That's how entrenched we are, mate. No amount of whale shit's getting us off. It's whale season. If you're down in Bondi at the moment, punters and dribblers. Whales nipping up and down. Well, not down, up the coast.
Is that right? When is whale season?
Right fucking now. We're in it.
How long does it last for?
I don't know. It lasts for a little while. It's pretty good.
May to
dude.
November.
Huh?
May to November.
Jeez, it's
That's a long season.
Yeah, it from memory, just from the years, it like there's like a pretty intense period of it which doesn't go like all the way to November. So it may even be like it's starting May, June, and then it thickens up in July. I don't know, but like I can't remember it going all the way to November. Could be
Peak
right.
of the season is around the end of June and throughout July.
There you go. So we're thickening up right now.
Thickening up. Dude, they're everywhere though. They fucking just spouts going up everywhere. They're coming out, they're breaching and shit.
Shout out to whales.
Yeah.
The Japanese still fucking playing up with whales?
I don't know if they are. I think
Or
there's
do we stop them in their tracks? Those brave fuckers getting on those boats? What are they called? Sea shepherd and stuff.
I think they're still allowed to. There's like whale like areas you can get them.
I believe they still are.
Let's leave them alone. That's just
The whales.
yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I did see a video the other day of the Sea Shepherd Steve Irwin ramming a whale ship.
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck. So the boys are still out there, and the girls.
Yeah, so in
still out there
2019, Japan
punching
resumed
on.
commercial whaling for the first time in 30 years.
Sorry.
In 2019, Japan resumed commercial whaling for the first time in 30 years.
Oh, great. We started again.
They started again.
Dude, I went to Japan.
I thought they resumed in 2019. I thought they'd been fucking whaling.
thought they were
That
doing
doesn't
that.
sound right to me.
Tobler also, look, he has. I'm going to let him have a few cracks at looking that up. He could be right here, but he's,
Could be right, could be wrong.
could be wrong. When I was in Japan with friends, one of my friends ordered whale, and I tried it, and it was fucked.
It tastes like shit.
It felt like human flesh, what I imagined that to be.
I
felt sick.
I don't know. I just couldn't.
I was like,
Do
it's
it.
there, so he's already ordered it.
Dog, whale,
Never had
big
dog.
no-goes for me. Big no-goes.
I wonder if you've had dog without knowing.
I hope not. I love dogs. I just wouldn't.
No, of course
That'd
you
be
hope
very
not,
upsetting.
but,
Are you saying, is there a chance potentially somewhere in Southeast Asia, just as a potential place
well, that's, yeah,
where they might have snuck a bit of dog into a pad CU or something? Is that what you're saying?
Pad C pooch. Potentially.
Yeah. I mean,
Potentially.
you wouldn't. You'd have no fucking idea.
I wonder what it
especially
tastes like. It was good.
if you're
I
on
wonder
the
if there's-
bucket. If you're on the buckets,
But I wonder if there's
the Red
just
Bull
like
buckets and you're mad.
a meat like that, like a dog. Fuck, imagine if dog just tasted amazing. It probably doesn't though, right? Like if it tasted good, we'd eat it. I think
you'd know about it, wouldn't you?
whale was fucked.
I don't think. No, people wouldn't eat dog even if it tasted good. Like
Bullshit.
on the whole,
Bullshit.
you reckon?
I reckon there'd be certain dogs would be cool with fucking eating.
I don't know. I just think they play a different role to that.
Yeah, I think if they tasted great, they would be culturally they'd be viewed slightly different. Because it'd be like, yeah, they're fun to fucking hang out with, like, but I can have a pet fish and still fucking get to gnawing on some sashimi, you know what I mean?
Slightly different.
Well, okay. What about a fucking
Fish
pet
don't
bird?
come and
What
give you
about a
hugs.
chicken, dude? A bird. Now, obviously, they don't come and give hugs and kisses,
They don't come and give hugs and kisses. That's the thing, though.
but if they taste great,
They just like peck around, dude. They're all neck. They're all
they're
neck.
little dinos.
They're all fucking
They're little
neck,
dinosaurs, dude.
They're all neck. All birds are dinosaurs.
They think that dinosaurs had feathers.
Yes, they do. I'd like them to work that out.
Sure. Why aren't they sort of in the...
What's the
why aren't
fossil
they
record, Sam?
Yeah,
What's
why
the
aren't they-
fossil record, Sam?
Why aren't they fossilised
Feathers?
feathers?
Well, because they obviously degrade, mate.
Punters and Dribblers, we are brought to you by our good friends at Ned's. As always, they are the betting platform of choice here at Hello Sport at Shane Keith Productions.
Yes, they are, Tom. And they're the betting partner of choice because they're the best in the business.
Yep. Because we only partner with the best in the business.
We don't skimp on quality, Tom. That is a Hello Sport promise.
Yep.
We never skimp on quality.
When we wake up in the morning, we're like, listen, we've got to make today as high quality as possible. Otherwise, we aren't living up to our own beliefs.
You got to make every day high quality. You need to make it high quality. And the only way to do that is to either buy or live a high quality life.
And to partner with high quality brands, which is Ned's. You can follow us along on our profiles on Ned's, high quality bets going up there. And you can also join the About Even punting group.
High quality group.
So, well, it's the biggest group on the app.
That's right. That's because it's high quality.
Yep.
Also a high quality password to get in. That's Dribbler or Dribblers.
Yep.
Both high quality.
You'll work it out. Shout out to Ned's. What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website. Billy Slater, just to jump from the avian dinosaur feathered sort of situation to earlier in the week, went on NRL 360 because Madge was like, fucking, don't throw stones at your living glass houses. Obviously, Madge saw the video we put out last week. And then Billy's like, what's he talking about? I never said anything. Like, this is now, he's a hypocrite. Now he's gaslighting us. Because he did say something. So, like, I don't know how to react. I don't want to have to talk about it. Cry more, New South Wales. Cry more. I'm like, what the fuck do you want me to say? He said he didn't say it, but he said something. He said mums and daddies would be in tears and not want their kids to play rugby league. Is he gaslighting us? Is he playing like a head?
I think Billy's playing chess, dude. I honestly think he is.
Like one of those,
He knows what he's doing. He's fucking riling us up.
Is he a Russian chess guy with like a vibrator in his ass, just like getting moves like 3 steps ahead?
Yeah, he is. He's got that thing deep in there, bro,
Yeah.
and it's just buzzing away, just pounding his G spot. He's just playing this,
I didn't say anything.
and he's playing us. He's playing us like a fiddle. Hey, you know what you said? You were calling out mums and dads of the nation,
Called out mums and daddies.
saying they wouldn't want their kids playing rugby league after Joseph's hit. That's what you said. You know you said it, and now you're gaslighting us, and it's working.
No, it's working.
And it's working.
Because you're making me feel like I'm going crazy.
Yeah, and that's the genius of him. Is that he knows how to push New South Wales buttons, always has.
Dude, always has.
He fucking just plays us like a fid. Short for fiddle. It always has. And it makes me feel annoyed. It makes me feel uncomfortable.
It makes me feel like
unpleasant.
a little dumb as well. You know what I mean? I'm like, don't make me feel silly, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
yes.
I know what you did. Don't make me feel silly because I'm angry now.
Yeah, well, now, but that's the thing as well. When you're angry, you're not even sure if you're right anymore
No.
because you're just emotional and you're seeing red and your judgment's clouded.
Yeah.
And that's where Billy's playing. He's playing under that cloud.
He is. And then Gordy comes out and goes, fucking focus on his coaching career. But you're like, that's the dumbest comment in the world because he's talking about the behaviour of a player. So what you're speaking about is Billy having memory of being a player and the things he did and the way that he conducted himself and the way that he would have known that he wasn't intentionally being a piece of shit on the field and asking what we're asking from Billy, the gaslighting chess player with the vibrator up his ass, is that he could show a little bit of empathy to one Joseph Sua Ali'i, who clearly didn't mean to do it to Reece. That's all.
Did you follow that, punters and dribblers? Did you follow that?
It's not about his coaching career now.
Mate, Gordy, but Gordy also came out and said that Tedesco should be embarrassed to be back in the side. They've gone away to one of Billy's fucking bush poet camps and they've been given the hymn sheet. They've been given the plan.
Yeah.
And this is how we're going to break them down methodically through emotional abuse, through the media. That's what's happening right now, punters and dribblers. And it is important that as New South Welshmen and women, that we just float above the bullshit, okay?
Hard to.
Float.
I refuse to.
Tough. No, tough. But, like, we can't lose our heads here and we can't lose our cool. Not with a must-win in Melbourne next week where we will win 13 plus.
We will. We're on. We've corrected. We've like recalibrated our punting scopes, and realised that in that first game we were slightly off, like by a degree. Now New South Wales 13 plus is where we've come to.
Can I get you thinking, punters and dribblers? Can I get you thinking? And we'll come back to these comments.
Put your thinking caps on.
Think with me now, punters and dribblers. Think with me now. Thought number one. With Nico Hines making way for Mitch Moses, we have a far more safe kicking game. You know what I mean? It's adept. He's got that long stuff. He's got that short stuff. God's be good. There won't be any stuff out on the full, and there won't be any line goal dropouts. So just like there's a little bit more safety and structure around Moses' 7. I think we can all agree. And he's won before. We like that. Latrell Mitchell comes in of absolute game breaker fame, can win the fucking game by himself if required. It may well be required.
Yep.
Latrell Mitchell comes in to do a job for his state. Dylan Edwards, fullback, safe as fucking houses. Should have two Clive Churchills, Tom. That's DOS,
The
Clive
ghost.
Churchills.
The ghost back. Happy for the ghost.
3 comps in a row. It gets better for us punters and dribblers. Our record at the MCG, a fast track historically, is cherry ripe. A beautiful record. No one gets swept. Did I mention that? Very few teams get swept. Even in the 8 in a row, the best team ever assembled in the history of fucking rugby league only swept us once. Once, Tom. Once.
We also have Connor Hodson in the team.
Connor Hodson comes in, the most fuckable man in rugby league. What does that account to? Everything.
Yeah.
Everything. All signs, and the last but not least, when New South Wales of recent time has won, we win big. We don't like the tight one. We've been over that many times. We don't like the tight one. We pump them. We hump them. We win 13 plus. It's gone from 560 when 2 young astute punters got it into 425.
Yeah.
So you tell me who's on the fucking money.
Astute young punters.
Soon as the teams come out, I get my old mate Tommy Burns on the blower. What do you reckon?
This, what do we think?
What do you reckon about 560 for 13 plus? Do we pound that thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Pound it. I got my mallet out and started pounding.
Fuck yeah. That's how you do it.
New South Wales have a 4-1 record at the MCG.
There we go.
That's good.
There we go.
Can you check what they're coming to as well, or is it still around 420?
And what are the
So it's 425 for 13 plus. Still $1.90 head to head.
what are the results in Melbourne?
Let me get them up.
Now back to these comments.
Back to these comments. So Billy Slater just like he literally contradicts himself here. He goes, when they're like, oh, you know, the comments you made after the game, people have taken what Madge said, which is glass houses about maybe a shot at you. Comments after the New South Wales targeting Reece Walsh. No, I purposely didn't comment on that incident. You didn't listen to my press conference. I think you spoke about it later, didn't you? I think you made comments on the footy show. No, I think you need to check my comments. So you did make a comment because you're asking us to check your comments.
But what Billy did, and this is the genius of just like a high level, high octane Queensland thinker.
Yeah.
He just goes, now I'm not going to comment on this, but mums and dads that saw that wouldn't want their kids playing rugby league because it's a disgraceful hit from Joseph Sueli. That is verbatim punters and dribblers. So he's not going to, because he said at the start he's not commenting on it, that just alleviates him.
It's you know what it is. It's the comment similarity being like, with the greatest respect, you're a cunt.
So like I also, if people are getting hot under the collar about us talking about Billy Slater, we're not commenting.
No, we're not talking about Billy Slater. Queenslanders are like, oi, just get over it. No, we're over what? We're over it.
We're not talking about anything.
Billy Slater.
We haven't made any comments.
No.
We've made no comments about Billy Slater, and we won't make any.
Also,
however, if you wanted to talk about Billy Slater, we're not making comment, but if you were going to, you would point out that he's been a gaslighting hypocrite. Yeah, that's what you'd point out.
With a vibrator up his bum so he can play 4D chess against us.
And it is up to us to try and repel.
Yeah, we need to get a vibrator up our ass quick.
That's what you would say if you were making comments, which we haven't.
And we won't. The other thing that I liked from we got sent this. Like, this is what people were sending to us. Selwyn Cobbo not in the team for Queensland. And he's clearly injured. Like, they were basically testy pop from me. they were basically saying that if Broncos didn't have a bye this weekend, he wouldn't be playing. But then he was dropped, and then Billy's comment was not like, oh yeah, he's injured. He's like, oh, there's just it was just this real bush poetry. Like, it's all right, man. He was just injured. Like, that's what it was.
Is that more 4D
Yes, it is, dude.
Yeah.
This guy is the mentalist.
I
got to, and you respect it. Listen. I've never.
This has got the Simon Bakers about it.
This has got the serious case to Simon Bakers. I've always really loved Billy Slater. It's been a weird one because it's Stockholmy, where it's like, you've ruined my life in Origin and NRL for so long, but you're a hard guy to hate because you're a nice guy. This is the most I've ever hated Billy Slater in my life. Is this year's Origin. It's the most, and it feels weird. His face, he's getting lippy. He's making us feel dumb down here. Like we're just a couple of dumb idiots who don't know what we're saying. He's like, well, I didn't say that, and I'm like, fuck, dude, stop making me feel dumb, Billy Slater. You did say something, but maybe
it's a mentalist at work.
It's
Simon
a mentalist,
Baker.
dude. He's Simon Baker the fuck out of us, dude.
Anyway, if you were going to make comment, that's what you'd say.
That's what you'd say.
But we haven't.
No, we won't do it. Bulldog Ritchie, though.
Oh, Bulldog. I tell you what, Bulldog.
I don't know if this is what he wants, though, right? I assume it is. He's he writes these articles so that people talk about how fucking stupid they are, right?
Mate, there is no fucking way in the world he isn't going.
What's the dumbest thing I can do?
His first thought has to be, what dumb article can I write to get people talking? It has to be. He's never been more in vogue than this season,
He
Bulldog
just
Ritchie.
writes
off the back of writing dumb shit.
after dumb shit. Can you?
But it works,
It was
Tom.
in the paper yesterday, I think.
It works. Does it not?
Yeah, it does.
Does it not work?
Because I can't help it. 19 Reasons Why I Hate Rugby League by Bulldog Ritchie. Shockingly, his own writing is not one of the reasons.
It's doing that autoplay toddler, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's all right.
I don't know if you can turn that off. 19 Reasons Why I Hate Rugby League by Bulldog Ritchie.
Bulldog Ritchie of...
Contrarian fame.
Of mid-season, don't have much to talk about fame, even though Origin's on. Like, if you're a journo in the thick of Origin and that's what you need to be coming up with, like, for fuck's sake.
Well, he obviously doesn't get them scoops.
Yeah, but who gets scoops these days? Scoops don't come around that much anymore.
Scoops Hooper gets them.
Scoops Hoops will get a couple of scoops, but he doesn't. What I mean is that scoops generally.
PK used to get a scoop.
You know how, you could even say that, if we go back to the Japanese and whaling for a second. Excess whaling leads to not many whales.
Yes.
There's so many journos that the amount of scoops you're seeing there's less and less scoops because you might get one scoop.
Well, there's the same amount of scoops, but there's not enough scoops
out
to go round.
But I feel like we're getting less scoops.
Well, it scoops per journo, Tom. The SPJ has decreased over time.
Significantly. But there are certain journos that are more scoop by trade. So Danny Widler's a scoops guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Danny Wides, love him or hate him. I don't think he loves us. Scoops wireless. He's a Scoops guy.
But Scoops knows how to sniff out a scoop.
We're talking Scoops Hoops here?
Scoops Widler.
Yeah, right.
Not to be confused with Scoops Hoops.
Scoops Widler knows how to sniff it. He's got people in the right places.
Did you hear what he said on 100% Footy? He sits in team hotels and waits for them scoops.
Yeah, right. Okay, so he hangs out. He's like a groupie.
He's a groupie, bro. He hangs out downstairs and waits for scoops to be scooped into his fucking
so he
mouth.
comes around and he's like, fucking, I'm coming here to try and get scoops.
Yes.
What's that movie?
Whereas Bulldog, I don't know if Bulldog's got that sort of scoopmanship about
What's that movie about groupies?
Almost Famous?
Yes, dude. Almost Famous, but it's Almost Scoops with Danny Widler. And he follows around the teams.
Getting scoops.
Yeah, getting scoops.
Credit to him.
I don't think Bulldog's had a scoop in his life. And if he has, you'd best believe it's behind him on his wall whenever he does Zooms from his house. Did you see that?
No. What, has he got his scoops up on the wall?
Dude, he's got scoops up on the wall.
Get fucked. Does he?
Yeah,
this huge...
He's got a wall of scoops. But the thing is, it's actually... But it's not even scoops. One of them's a story where he's getting interviewed. So you're like, oh, he doesn't even have scoops up there.
It's like a profile.
Oh, so
of
he's
him
short
in
on
the paper.
scoops.
He's not a scoops guy. He's writing 19 Reasons I Hate Rugby League.
No, I know that. But he'd be in his 50s, wouldn't he? And he's got a
Bulldog,
wall. And he's got a wall dedicated to him.
If he's not in his 50s... He's close.
He'd have to be. He's not in his 40s, is he? That'll wig me out.
Can you find out
No, he's
age?
been covering it for 33 years.
Look at that.
I'm
Look
not
at
too
the wall
sure
of
what time he
scoops there,
started.
dude. But they're not. It's not. I don't know if there's many scoops there.
Well, that doesn't look like many scoops. One
of them's about him being interviewed, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. Is that?
We should get our own. We've got more scoops than that cunt.
I wouldn't mind putting our scoops
Dude, we
up.
need to get a wall of scoops up.
Yeah, we do.
We've broken some serious scoops. We've got more scoops than fucking... We've probably got two of the biggest scoops in journalism in the last year. Have we dropped them last year and this year?
Mary Fowler and
Into
Nathan
James Magnuson.
Cleary, into James Magnuson, both this year. Biggest
Also, the
scoops in
Watmo
sport.
one, back in the day.
Well, that was back in the day. That was the original
That was
scoop.
our original scoop.
And it's probably still our biggest scoop.
Bro, I don't reckon...
Do you reckon that's still our biggest scoop?
No, Magnuson, global.
True. Oh, fully. It was on fucking Fox News.
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah. Dude, they played our fucking...
Ella's American cousins were like, what the fuck is this? Like, I was on fucking... We're on Fox News.
Yeah. Bulldog's 19 reasons he hates rugby league. Players laying down. That's number one. Saw it happen 4 times on the weekend. It's not what it's not what or who we are as a game, nor is it what rugby league represents. God help us if we start to replicate diving soccer players. What's number 2, Edward?
Post-win celebrations. Apart from a rare few, most team songs these days include mindlessly smashing a fist on the nearest esky, screaming incoherently, yelling out woo, woo, woo-ah?
Woo-ah.
Woo-ah, and then throwing water over each other, each to their own, I guess.
You hate rugby league because of the way that the guys are celebrating their wins?
Like, he can't be fair income, can he? He
just
can't be.
But like,
I fucking love that.
Yeah.
When the Manly boys are bashing on that esky.
it's the thing is like I
Guzzle, guzzle, guzzle as I pour
put
it down my muzzle.
There's contrarian and then there's like shit contrarian. You know what I mean? Like there's somewhere like you might be, yeah. And I hesitate to bring up the man of tree root fame, Paul Kent, but like he would often be like, you know, he might have an unpopular view, but he almost wouldn't waste his time with shit like this. This is like a waste your time sort of a thought.
It's like a BuzzFeed listicle.
Yeah.
A BuzzFeed listicle of things that are at the bottom of the barrel.
Yes. Let's go to the next one. What's 3? Also,
How's he got 19 out?
Just here, this isn't the team.
You're back to the
no,
first
just
one?
go back one more. Fuck this fucking TV. Is it the TV?
No, it's the website that's fucking us over here.
Rugby league's a wonderful game, exhilarating. Gee, some things in the game give me the shit. Swear word, going against yourself.
Am I a grumpy old man intolerant of the game's modern day nuances? Quite possibly. But each week I become increasingly frustrated, even cranky, at certain aspects, attitudes, rules, and player behaviour in the NRL. I think that from my perspective, you can go one of two ways as you enter your senile years. You either just hate everything and you live in like constant anger, or you just mellow the fuck out and just love everything.
Embrace the fucking world.
And just love everything and see the beauty in everything. It's one or the other, dude.
When you reach your senile years.
Your senile years, which can
Some
come...
reach earlier than later.
100%.
Yeah.
Listen, they're coming for all of us.
Yeah.
Just ask Sleepy Joe Biden, who... heaven help us, if he wins, I don't have a dog in the fight, punters and dribblers, but just imagine what he's going to look like in 4 years' time.
No, Eddie, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with him.
Oh, yeah.
It's a beat up, mate. He's not old.
True.
He's not senile. He's completely there.
Yeah.
And if you think otherwise, then you're racist and you love Trump. Now, number 3 here for Bulldog. Teammates performing hand signals and gestures as try celebrations. This isn't the NBA or NFL. Give it a rest. So Bulldog wants control over how you celebrate after the game and also how you engage with your teammates after a try or a fucking win. He's not a handshake guy, obviously.
What I'm finding so far is as we have only moved through 3 times.
I know.
Is that Mr. Sinality
Sinality
He's just listing things without explaining why. Like, why don't you like that?
Yeah, well, just because it's not the NFL. But no, I'm with you.
Why don't you?
Yeah,
like
why don't you like it?
That's not a reason.
No, but maybe that's also the point of like he's aging ungracefully, where it's like I don't have to tell you why. I just don't like it. So stop.
In fact, I don't. In fact, I won't give you a reason.
Just stop it. Number 4.
Players charging in to start a melee, believing an illegality has occurred on a teammate. Let the ref and the bunker sort out the situation. Some players race in trying to be tough guys before the ref has even made a decision. Stay out of it. Bulldog would have been the bloke fucking 10 years ago going, why they fucking stop the punch-ons?
Yeah.
Where's the shoulder charge gone? What, you can't?
Or he would be like... Or he would be the same guy to criticise someone who's like, how was he not in there like supporting his mates? Like, of course they're going to run in, dude.
Oh, gone are the days when you used to back your mate up.
Yeah, mateship. What's the mateship all about? Number 5, players that continually throw and wave their arms around seeking a penalty. Dummy halves are the main culprits. You see kids doing it now in the park, do you? Stop watching kids in the park. Let the referees do their job. Keep your arms down and stop trying to influence match officials. I tend to agree with him on that one. I agree with the dog there because Mitchell Moses and Gutho do it all the time and it pisses me off.
They do, but you're not going to stop players trying to influence the referees. That's for damn sure.
No, you're not.
And that's just one way of doing it.
I don't hate rugby league because of that.
No, I don't hate it. It can be annoying sometimes, for sure. But that's up to the referee. I would say this. I would come at this a different way, Bulldog, if you don't mind. Players will take and are coached to take every single little 1% fucking... what's the term I'm looking for? Like influence that they can make on a game whenever they can, right? If they find out that a certain ref might blow a penalty in your favour if you wail your arms around, then that's the ref's fault for fucking buying into it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? If the ref just doesn't blow a penalty, they'll stop doing it.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking simple.
Mm-hmm. What's the next one?
Laughing losers. My biggest bugbear is players from losing sides laughing and joking with victorious opponents. Please show some hurt, pain, and disappointment like your fans do after a defeat.
What he fails to recognise here is like,
is that what you see, or do you also see at the footy, Bulldog, 2 fans from opposing teams after the game going to the pub and having a fucking couple of schooners together and a laugh?
Yeah.
No one's crying in the corner, you fucking moron. What are you talking about?
And if you are, then maybe you've got a little bit too much invested. Like, it's all well and good to be like, really want your team to win.
It's not that serious, bro.
You don't go and cry after the game. You go, oh, well, that was good. Shake hands. Leave it on the field. All that shit. Like, all good. No, you don't want them to be like, haha, just lost. But they probably grew up with someone on the opposition team. How many fucking times do you need to say that?
They might be a cousin. They might be a brother. They might be like a brother. They might have gone to the same school. They might have gone through the same junior pathways.
They might be dating.
It might be a round 5 fucking bye. Like who, you know, round 15 bye. Like, it's not that important. Maybe in a grand final, but in grand finals, you don't really see it. They're pretty...
In grand finals, you do not see cunts laughing and taking photos.
They're pretty fucking devastated.
They're in tears.
Exactly.
They're in tears.
So...
Relax, dude.
Yeah.
Relax. 6, Jesus Christ. I don't know how he's got 19 out. I'm starting to get impressed. Let's go on. 7. I can't stand players jumping all over each other after a try and running from everywhere. So now I think he's running out of options. Like he's already... This is his 3rd celebration.
This is, yeah.
Now we're up to 7, and there's this 3rd reference of celebrations. The first one was in the sheds after the game. Second one was handshakes. Now it's about jumping all over each other.
But also, Tom, I just wanted to point something out. When you lose, I want you to all look fucking devastated. But if you score a try, you better not fucking look excited either. You better not look fucking excited if you score a try, get a win.
Yeah.
Don't fucking do that shit.
No. Don't.
But look fucking devo if you lose, though, mate. Can't be both.
I can't stand players jumping all over each other after a try and running from everywhere to hug and celebrate an opponent's mistake. Okay. So don't celebrate.
Don't celebrate. So don't celebrate a massive hit where someone knocks it on. Don't celebrate that.
No.
Don't celebrate some bloke getting chopped in half by a Jake Trbojevic tackle where he just hits him straight in the fold point.
Cuts him.
The FP.
Momentum change.
Cuts him in half. He drops the ball. What, you don't want the boys to run in? Celebrate that? A great tackle?
Number 8, Edward.
Come on, mate. Loud music. Fuck, dude. The music blares every time there's a stoppage in play. This is a footy game, not a rock concert. Christ alive.
Jesus, dude. What the fuck?
It almost seems like a piss take reading
It does,
that one.
dude.
It's like just unbelievable.
Yeah, it has to be. Next one, 9. Referees reacting to a tackle simply because the crowd who are seeking a penalty decide to roar and jeer. Here's a tip for the refs. Ignore the punters and adjudicate on what's in front of you. Thanks, Bulldog. Number 10, kicking for touch.
I realise finding touch is imperative, but why kick it 20 rows back into the crowd? Surely the kicker can aim further downfield and secure a few more vital meters. Remember, it's a game of inches. So he wants them to risk everything on the penalty. Bulldog,
That
mate,
might be the dumbest
that's
one.
the dumbest thing I've ever heard, bro.
Like,
you can march up the field with a 7 tackle set. So if you're starting a set on halfway,
I just, like, sure, you could be like, oh, yeah, maybe try and kick for a bit more distance, but, like,
but the risk.
they kick it so far back in the stands.
But why do they do that, Bulldog? Is it because potentially the risk reward's not that good?
Yeah.
It's not that high?
No. All right, well, that's 10.
Only halfway there.
Yeah,
Christ
Jesus
alive.
Christ, this is insane.
We might motor through these.
Yeah.
Little blokes baiting big players. The one punch and you're off rule now allows these chirping, protected little pains to get lippy with the big fellas who are prevented from throwing one. Oh, for the old days.
Okay.
So, was there not one earlier where he was like, don't run in, now run in?
Yeah. Don't run in and do shit, like, just...
Players
But
charging in
also,
to
I
start
wish
a
someone
melee.
could just punch someone.
The disruptor. Players should be permitted to run through and jump up for a bomb. It's been happening in our game for 116 years. New age nitpicking rule.
That's probably his best one. It's taken him 12.
Players should be permitted to run through and jump for a bomb.
The disruptor rule's weird. It's fucking weird. 13. How long to pack scrums? Players wander over, scratch themselves, have a chat, and then pack in. Scrums are still important to our game, and it does give players a breather. But how about they get there just a touch quicker? Fuck me, dude. This cunt is...
Isn't there a scrum clock?
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a scrum clock or not.
It's like a 12-second
I think there is.
clock.
Here we go. 14, Ed.
Ticket prices. We should never reach a point where blue-collar knockabout footy fans with kids cannot afford exorbitant entry prices. Some Category 1 tickets at premium stadiums cost $80. To be fair, the NRL has in recent seasons made general admission tickets more affordable. So they have done something about it.
Good shit.
Players who scream and laugh
laugh.
in the faces of opponents who have just made an error.
You already did that.
He's already done
did that one.
Oh, God. It's shameless. Think you know of the grubby players I'm referring to here.
Well, because he said, didn't he do another one where he's like he did a tweet the other day where he's like, there is nothing to like about Reed Marnie. Which is an absurd thing to say because he's actually a fucking good dude.
Players talking in cliches. It's not a crime to have an opinion.
This whole article's been cliches. Like,
Yeah.
no, rock music, it's not a rock concert.
Yeah.
Don't do handshakes
I
like
don't
you're in
like
the
loud
NBA.
music.
The big screen. Not so much a criticism, more funny. Don't you love players who catch a glimpse of themselves on the giant stadium screen and can't look away?
That's one of the reasons he hates rugby league.
Well, but it's somehow not a criticism. It's funny, but it's also part of his hate. 18. Club officials who promise to be open and transparent when they start, but then hide under their desks and refuse to answer or return media calls as soon as the heat's applied. I feel like Bulldog's just like not someone that clubs return calls to.
Well, he's not a scoops guy.
He's not a scoops guy.
So he obviously doesn't have anyone on the blower. Finally, the bunker. Last but certainly not least, the way they slow down every angle, almost trying to find a reason to deny a try. Let's minimise their involvement, please. Yeah,
Yep.
I'd go along with that
I'd
one.
go along with that. There's a couple in there, dog, but
We'll give you a couple,
give you
mate.
a couple.
Give you a couple. All right, let's watch
We got the
Jake.
Jake Trbojevic vid.
Apparently, Jake's come out and responded, punters and dribblers, to questions from journos about, like, does he feel comfortable with his place in the side because he only played 29 minutes, and he speaks about it here.
I hate that he's getting asked.
Brushes off captaincy criticism. Give it to him, Jakey.
Pause it and let's get that thing loaded up because I can't have.
I don't know who this fucking bloke is.
No, but he's an English Fox Sports guy. I'm like,
I used to know all of them.
Yeah.
Inside out.
dude, I used to watch it like non-stop on repeat.
It was just, I don't even.
It's funny. It wasn't even around.
Do people even remember that anymore? Well, how long ago was that? The halcyon days
Of Fox Sports
Sports News on the old set-top box or the Foxtel box, and you'd sit there and you would fucking plow Fox Sports News into the ground. You'd go around the horn 3 or 4 times.
Hung over on the couch, just
Yep.
sitting there.
What do you reckon? How do you reckon it was 40 minutes?
30.
30.
Yeah, it was 30. And then there were ones where it was an hour. So I think there was like your 30-minute daily, like it just was on the half hour. But then, like, you know, maybe there was in the morning, it was an hour of overnight stuff.
And then if
or
you were
in the
lucky,
evening, it was a day.
Sunday morning, you'd be sitting there, you'd get the half an hour out. That'd be nice. And then you might get some breaking news. That was always beautiful.
Breaking news was sick. After grand finals, I remember after Manly won in 2008 and 2011, all I did next day, other than watch the grand final, was just like you sit there and you just marinate. It's all post-game interviews. It's fucking everything, like Australian team selections coming up after the grand final. Like, it was just the entire thing. And you're like, I'm just going to sit here and consume this, and then I'm going to do it in another half an hour, and then another half an hour. And it's just like, it was golden. But now no one sits around and does that shit anymore.
No, it's devastating. And now we're like, who the fuck's this guy?
Yeah,
You know what
it used
I
to
mean?
be
That's where we're
bloody. I mean, I can't remember. Who are some of them that, like, the early days ones that have gone on to things? Adam Peacock. He kicked on. He was one of the early. He's now like a Triple M, and he does like football.
Who does the football?
Adam Peacock.
No, the female presenter, Mel
McLaughlin.
Mel McLaughlin.
Yep.
She's
Lee
gone-
Furlong.
Was
Yep.
it Ray Warren's
Well,
son?
Chris Warren. Yeah, but I don't think he was he wasn't early doors. He wasn't, but he was around then. There was
the
a
guy that's the tab now.
Yes. Is it Patrick Stack?
No, but he was on there.
Was
Not
Pat
Patrick Stack. He was married. I think he was engaged to Abby.
Oh, Ben Way.
Ben Way.
Ben Way was.
Ben Way.
Yeah,
I think he's at
Ben
the tab
Way.
now.
Who was the guy? Okay, I don't want to get too into. He's a white dude. I think he works at Channel 7, and he at one point dated like some fucking sex worker, and that was in the news. I'll get his name if I say Adam Hawes. Fuck yeah, dude. Daniel Garb.
Ryan Phelan.
Ryan Phelan. That's him.
Phelan.
That's him.
Yep.
He was into some kinky shit, apparently. Shervo did used to do it back in the day.
Yeah, he did.
Jared Middleton.
That's where he cut his
That's
teeth.
Jared Middleton. I think that's the one
No, Ben Way.
Ben Way, but I think Jared Middleton does a bit of...
Yes. Yeah.
Christian Jansen. He was the bald guy.
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
I don't remember Luke
Chris
Doherty.
Stubbs.
Oh, I remember the name Chris Stubbs.
Alana Smith. Yep. Amanda Shalala.
I think, does she still do it?
Now on ABC News.
Yeah, okay.
What a list.
But see, yeah, I would like to... I mean, you know what I'd like to do is create like a fucking GOAT tier of Fox Sports News presenters.
Yeah, from back in the day.
Something that it's going to go over some people's heads for sure.
Daniel Garb. He's now on the ABC. Is he? Daniel Garb had the best job ever. He was like the English...
Yeah.
He was the Premier League correspondent. And he'd just go to the fucking biggest stadiums in England and just set up a fucking tripod out the front of the stadium and do his reports. Piece of piss.
Natalie
Shout out to
Yanides.
Daniel Garb.
Yeah. Look at that. Scroll down. It was... So, like, when it used to be, like, really fucking good was when... Like, there was a period there where it changed and basically all the reporters had to go out with their own cameras and all that. They had to set up everything. It's like they stopped having their own cameramen and shit.
It used to be high production glory, bro.
Yeah, it was glory, dude.
The only bloke that didn't have his own cameraman again, Daniel Garr, but he was living in England, dude. He had. Imagine living in England and being the correspondent. All of it's fucking done behind
and
screens.
now it's still good Fox Sports News. Like, as in, I'll still flick it on.
It's just the same.
Well, but it's not the same in the sense that I don't watch it.
It's not the same.
I don't.
The
watch
production.
It.
Remember it flicked to Sky and the production just fell off a cliff.
I think that's.
Remember
what it
that?
was. Yeah.
So Maguire has talked about Trebojević's limited role in Game 1, which we all know about. Now, he said he did, but he didn't have to in regards to Madge talking to him. It was fine. It's professional sport and I'm a grown man. It's the way it goes. It's the highest level. It's not like under 8s where you share your minutes. I've been running around a long time. If you get to play for the Blues, doesn't matter how many minutes you get, I'm just happy to be here. The way things worked out with being 1 down in Game 1 and chasing points, it was just the way it worked out. Great point. Great point.
Obviously, we were furious and emotional at the time.
Of course we were.
Still upset about it, but like I'm happy to be calmed because of what Jake has said.
100%. Jake was then asked what he thought of the comments of Mark Geyer after the Blues great declared he should be dropped for the must-win clash in Melbourne. I'm just going to do my best. That's all I've ever done. If people think I shouldn't be captain, that's fine, Trebojević said. I would say this, MG, who I have the most respect for, get around your skipper. Get around your skip.
Get around your skip, because then also once the team came out, MG was like, love it. And I'm like, how does that work? I'm just doing my best. That's all I've ever done. If people think I shouldn't be captain, that's fine. I'm not going to apologise for doing my best. That's all I'm going to do. Whether it's good enough or not, time will tell. I was maybe a bit standoffish at the start of the series because there are some great players there, great captains. It's been a better start to camp for myself this time around. Hopefully I can just keep building.
She's building into his role, Tom. Building into his role as captain of the greatest state of all. I've never been more confident of a 13-plus win than I am about Game 2 next week. I'm just feeling every inch of it.
Yeah. Hard not to. Hard not to feel every inch of it, you know. 13 inches.
If it's big enough.
Yeah.
There's rumours that Wayne Bennett might be bringing Brandon Smith to the Rabbitohs next year.
Brandon spoke on the Buy Round podcast, James Graham's show, of which we are huge fans of both James himself and the show specifically.
And the cheese.
And the cheese. Cheese is like, nah, not happening. But you listen, Connor Hodgson. Yep. Now a New South
Connor
Wales.
Rootson?
Yep, that's true. Connor Chongson.
Like that.
Yeah. He's now an Origin player. So like, you could argue that he could be like. I think. Sir Cheese-a-Lot's fucking like 900 his deal. Is that like next year? The Chookies, if they get rid of him, Connor just is the 9. Brandon fucks off to South. Now they've got rid of Damien Cook for 2 years to the Dragons.
True. I mean, I can see a world where that happens, Tom. You could also argue with Connor Hodgson, Connor Rootson, Connor Fuxson,
Connor Chongson,
Connor Coxon.
Yep.
The 9, then Cheese could play more of a Melbourne Storm interchangey thing that he was doing with Harry Grant, maybe coming on, playing in the middle, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I wonder whether they're going to want to pay 900 of the best for that.
Well, you can downgrade a man after a fucking contract's up.
Yeah, after a contract's up. Yeah, well, I think next year's maybe the final year, but it's a shitload of money.
But again, is it 8 in the old? As in, like, is it like 800 is not what 800 was. We've been led to believe, you and I. 800 now, maybe more like a 6.
Listen, do the Rabbitohs want Cheese at 9?
Who have they got now after Cookie goes?
Mamazoulis, maybe, is that?
Yeah, it's Mamazoulis.
Mamazoulis, yes.
Guru's been hot on him for 4 years, he reckons. So it'll be interesting to see how he goes. I think with Brandon Smith as well, like he was like a player like him who's sort of a bit erratic, dare I say, off the field as well. I think he'd be great under Wayne Bennett. Probably only him and Bellamy I would want Brandon Smith to play under. So I like it a lot.
And without...
Needs a man manager.
Yeah, without Cookie and Ilias, it's freeing up like $1 million in cap space. And Karianis is reporting that Bennett's trying to sign Ewan Aitken, the Dolphins second rower to come to the Rabbitohs.
Yeah,
for next
that's a
season as
Wayne
well.
Bennett signing, Ewan Aitken. Like, he's one of those ones where it's like he's not super flash. He used to be a centre. Now he's just a toiling back rower. You know, like not someone that you necessarily hear anyone talking about that much, but he obviously likes him at the Fish. Get me Ewan down there, hard-working Ewan Aitken. You.
And they got Lewis Dodd, who it's rumoured that Bennett got over from the Super League to come to the Rabbitohs this season.
Oh, he's the new half, hey?
For next year.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Bennett's doing.
Yeah.
Jeez, but you see fucking Cody Walker and Jackie Boy White and getting into their work, and you're like,
Well, there's pressure for positions, mate.
And Hooper's kind of reporting that
Scoops
Hoops is reporting that Roosters may be willing to cover some of Cheese's contract if he goes to the Rabbitohs next year.
Fair ding.
According to Scoops.
Interesting.
Be Scoops. Hoops gets the scoops.
Hey, you just look. I just love I just love how fucking awful players are made to look when they break contracts, and then clubs are like, "Hey, you want to take him?" It's just fucking insane. The Dublé standards, mate.
Well, the Dublé standards are outdated, Tom.
Punters and dribblers, mums and daddies, we are brought to you by the
You haven't
number
been
one.
healthy until you've had good day.
Well said. Fuck. You stepped on my line there, but that was...
Is that going to be it?
Yeah, that was going to be it.
Great.
Good Day is the number one multivitamin in town. Take care of your nutritional health. Go to begoodhealth.com.au.
Code Dribblers.
Code Dribblers is for the Dissy. Edward, can we read a little review from the people? Don't take our word for it. Take the people's word for
I
it.
love my reviews. Now, this is from Mitchell. 5 stars. Love it. Exclamation mark. Ever since starting on the Good Day, I've had better energy levels, better sleep, and massively helped remove the mid-week brain fog. For anyone thinking of giving it a go, 100% recommend trying, and the results will speak for themselves. That's a beautiful thing to say.
That is a nice thing to say. One more review for the people?
Yeah. Another 5-star, life-changing stuff. Dad of 2 beautiful young children and currently my first batch of Good Day. Can confirm this stuff stacks up. I've never been a multivitamin operator, but once I started having a good day in the morning, I've seen noticeable improvements in my energy levels and are much more lively come Monday mornings. It gets better, Tom. I had a bit of a rip weekend just gone. Didn't get a great sleep and ripped a sachet first thing Sunday morn. Impressed the wife by being present with the children all day, unlike previous hangovers when I would usually be horizontal on the couch and leave the chores to her. Boys have found a cheat code for the punter and the dribbler and to have a good time and still manage to get shit done the next day. Well done, fellas. That's it.
That's
Press
it.
in the pudding.
BeGoodHealth.com.au. That's where you find it. Take control of your nutritional health, punters and dribblers. It's the least you can do. I think before we get to dribblers, just quickly, pouring one out metaphorically for Rory McIlroy for one of the great fucking yips.
Let's pull one out for Rory McIlroy of missed 2 fucking tiny putts in the last 3 holes.
He was 459 out of 459 inside 3-foot putts this year, and then missed 2 of them.
Missed 2 of them on the stretch.
He had a
got the
2-shot
yips,
lead.
man. He's
He hadn't won for 10 years, is that?
he hasn't won a major in forever. At least 10 years. I think he's only won 4 majors, maybe. He won them in quick succession. Remember, he won the British Open, and his dad and all his mates had that bet on that if he won it before he's 25, they had huge odds, and won it. I think that might have been the last major he won, the British Open. Can you confirm?
And he's
that,
never won the
Tom?
Masters, eh?
Never won the Masters. He had
Second a few times.
he had like a 4-shot lead, maybe going into the final round, and had a Barry shot like an 81 or maybe more.
Yeah,
maybe
he
an
won the
86.
2011 US Open, PGA Championship in 2012, then again in 2014, and the British Open in 2014.
So he hasn't won
10
for
years.
10 years, and this is as
And
close as he's got.
He's had a tough run here in terms of like the whole live golf thing, and then he got made to look like a fucking idiot. And then
I sort of feel sorry for him in that sense.
So
he
do
just
I.
got played like a fiddle by these big fat corporate pigs who don't give a fuck about anything but money, and he was the scapegoat. They go out there, mate, and be the fucking puppet and be the mouthpiece. Talk
and then
that
they were like,
shit.
hey, we might actually partner with Liv. And he's like, what the fuck?
I know, but he needs to be a bit smarter there.
Yeah.
Poor old Rory. He needs better advice around him. Like, you didn't hear fucking Tiger yapping on. He could smell a trap a mile away.
He just said nothing.
He said fuck all. He got offered $1 billion. He said, no, I don't need it. Of course he doesn't. And that was it. He's like, no, I wouldn't play live. And that he didn't crap on and on about the sanctity of the game and all that rubbish.
Sports washing.
Oh, fucking give it a break, bro. Do you know what fucking league you're playing in? Yeah. It's in America, which, listen, big fan of the Yanks, but they're not squeaky clean.
No, they're not.
That's all we'll say. Now, he has all this to contend with. He finally gets within B's dick in a major. He yips the fuck out. Bryson DeChambeau,
One of the great shots.
is hacking. He's hacked off the fucking tree root. He had the branch behind him. He punches that into the bunker. I think we looked it up, Tom, or the article I read. The chances of him hitting that 58-foot bunker shot to within 3 foot of the pin was 1.7%. He's fucking nailed it.
Yeah.
Drains the putt.
They say it's like one of the greatest shots in majors history ever.
Yep, there you go. And now Bryson, who was much maligned, now much loved.
Yep.
People are loving what Bryson's putting down. Sebo, who isn't here to speak, but I will try and regurgitate what he was saying yesterday, is that people are loving Bryson for a couple of reasons. He is doing a heap of like golf content online now, so people get a sense of who he is.
Yep.
He's doing it with like golf creators over in America, so he's having a lot of fun and fucking people are enjoying what he's doing. He also, when he lost a major recently, like fucking congratulated or hugged one of the players in stark contrast with Rory, who bails out the back door into the rangy, like doesn't even say congratulations and shit. You know, so there's just a little bit of context there.
Yeah, Rory didn't. It's tough with Rory. Like he was just you're so cut.
Jack Edward Arstow just entered the building
and just tongued us. He's had a fresh haircut as well, and he's washed his hair. Well, why is it flat? Oh, so did they wash it?
That looks washed to me, buddy.
It looks washed.
It's washed. No, that's washed.
No, that's what. Are you a big product guy? Really? I like it. Like
you like spiking your hair?
Oh, I didn't know you were a hair spike from way back.
That's why. He's got no product in it. That's what it looked like all the time.
Yeah. This is what your hair would look. Oh, okay. So you're
now I get why you spike it.
Yeah. You're a product boy.
You look like Simple Jack out of Tropic Thunder.
Yeah. You do.
Don't you reckon?
But no, he looks like Simple Jack if he was auditioning for like the Jersey Shore.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Now leave us alone, Jack. We've got to finish something.
Should we dribble?
What are we talking about?
Talking about Rory McIlroy and Bryson DeChambeau.
Oh, yeah. Now, Bryson's loved. He's got 2 US Opens, and poor old Rory snuck out the back door. Also, he got divorced and then didn't get divorced. What's doing?
There's a lot going on.
A lot going on.
I wonder whether he didn't have a prenup and saw what he was going to have to part with and went, you know what? I actually still love you.
Well, because, he won most of his money before he got married. Nah, he's been winning a shitload.
I'm sure he's fucking...
The payout would have been huge anyway, mate. Prenups only protect what you went in with. He won a fucking shitload since he's been married.
I think he's still got 2.3 million for coming second at the US Open.
Yeah, I was joking. He's fucking won a shitload. He's won everything but majors.
Yeah, he was second in the US Open last year, second in the Masters the year before that. He's always there and thereabouts, but you just can't get it done.
27 dresses. Catherine Heigl. Rory McIlroy.
Tom, Eddie, Totes, Wittamoo and Tobler. Mr. Perth FIFO Dribbler here. Now, I'm calling in regards to the missing palms. Now, I reckon there's been some shenanigans going on here, and it needs to be looked at, investigated, if you will. And there's only one bloke for the job. Our man, Heather Thomas of Teacher's Pet and Bronwyn fame. He got Dawson, he's going to get Winfield, and let's put Tobler in his crosshairs. Next, that slippery cunt. Anyways, just my thoughts on it. See you soon.
I actually love that.
Get Headley. Let's
Thomas.
actually write him an email.
That would be so fucking
I've got his
funny.
email.
Why?
I interviewed him when I was at uni. Off the back of the peak of the Teacher's Pet. Wrote an article about it.
What'd you write?
Just based off the success of this podcast that was going around.
So what was the interview?
I sat down with him for an hour in front of the whole...
He's like giving us no insight.
But what did you talk
fucking
about?
talk to him about?
About the whole process of making the Teacher's Pet. Like how we got the idea, all that kind of shit.
Yeah, okay, that was a bit...
It was a long time
Were you
ago.
happy with it?
I was very happy.
Did you record a podcast with him?
I can't remember. I think it was recorded. I don't have the recording though.
Yes, you would.
But I called him on the phone and interviewed him, and I think I recorded that.
Can we listen to that?
if I find it, I don't think it would be very insightful. But I'll hit him up.
Oh, I just
Maybe
want to
see if
see
he wants to-
where it all started for a young Thomas Tobler.
Well, but I like the idea of Headley coming in and trying to work out what happened to the Palms, even though the punishment will still need to happen, and that's going to be happening next week. Eddie dyeing his hair pitch black. We have gone with the salon. We're going to do salon.
That was what the punters wanted.
Yep.
If you want a job done properly, get it done.
You
properly.
don't trim your beard at all from between now and next week. I don't know if you were planning on it, but don't, because it needs to be black. You need to be able to get the talons into it.
You can blacken this up.
That's what I'm saying. Don't trim it.
Okay. All right, on we go.
Yeah.
All right, Tom, Eddie, it's the long-lost relative of Banjo Patterson dribbler here. Just wanted to let you know that there is a Titanic exhibition walkthrough coming to Brisbane in July. And I think it's a good excuse for you boys to get up to the Sunshine State again and check it out.
We will be up in Brisbane in
See you
July.
soon. Go the Broncos.
Maybe we'll go and
Check out the Titanic.
we'd have to go the day before.
Oh no.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, well that's sweet. We can do that.
Well, maybe when the boys set up, we'll go to the Titanic. We'll go check out.
Maybe we get up early and just go check out the Titanic beforehand because we won't have ripped the night before. Yeah, righto. I think we go to the Titanic. I think you can bring your captain's hat. Probably pick up a couple of trivia questions for you on the way.
Dude, I should get full kit.
Dude, that's what we do.
Go in full kit.
Full kit and walk around.
You too.
Yeah, fucking
All of
oath,
us.
of course. We get dressed up in tight. Well, like so, you're.
I'm
a captain.
Captain Smith,
Yeah.
obviously.
I'm-
So I
I'll-
want the full.
Do I have to dress as the unsinkable Molly Brown?
Yes, you have to. That'd be fucking funny.
Just walking around the bloody Titanic setup, that would be good.
It'd be hilarious.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
It'd also be really like educational and insightful,
Like
which
a-
I'd be excited
A
for.
work excursion.
100%. And the boys have to get their little letters signed by their partners
Yep.
to come.
And we're just playing Celine Dion the whole time.
Tom, Eddie, Totes, Tobler. Hey, I've just composed a list for the State of Origin teams that have been released for Game 2. Now, my list is purely based on State of Origin hotness within the teams. Now, I believe that hotness wins overall in everything. I'm glad to say that overall, on a scale of 1 to 10 on each player, rating only to the top 17, that doesn't include the 18th or 19th or 20th man, we have Queensland with a total of 112.5 on a scale of hotness, and we have New South Wales on a total of 117.5 on a scale of hotness. Clear New South Wales are the winners here, like they will be in Game 2 and Game 3, I am sure. Honourable mentions that I'd quickly like to note would be in the Queensland side, obviously Walshy with a clear 9. I think he could have been a 9.5 if he'd kept his hair like he did at the early on in the season last year. Unfortunately, he has changed that. Another honourable mention to Lindsay Collins with a solid 4. Now, I do keep this 4 with Lindsay with a mouthguard on. Mouthguard off, I would say Lindsay would be a probably 3.5 at that state. Moving over to the New South Wales side, I would like to give a honourable mention to To'o and Critter, both with 8.5s, I believe. So my big one for this, the addition of Murray and Connor, I believe may have got us over the line in the State of Origin hotness competition here, with Murray with a clear 10, obviously the most best-looking person in rugby league at the moment, and Connor the Pirate coming in with a clear 9. Now, if you guys do need any of my details, I can forward all of this on to you so you can see my exact numbers here. Other than that, boys, State of Origin Blues forever, Queensland never.
I appreciate what he's done there. I would switch Connor and Cam Murray. I probably wouldn't give a 10 either because I just think a 10 is impossible to achieve. If you were to give a 10, it would be Connor. But I think Connor 9.5, Murray 9.
Well, if you're giving a 10 to the hottest player for both sides, it'd be Connor. So
Correct.
he would get a 10.
So then it'd be Connor 10, Walsh 9.5, Cam Murray 9.
Yeah, I'd go with that. That's probably what I would have done, but I still respect that New South Wales got the hottest side.
Yep. All right,
Obviously,
let's
that's
do one more
true.
dribble and then I'm going to open this bag here.
What is that?
I don't know.
What's it say on it?
It says, Tom and Eddie, you have the Olympic lighter. Maybe put it to use. Could bring D or Dave. Okay, I think I know what this is going to be. Could bring D or Dave back for the first Olympic hit. Someone's. I know. I've already got a vibe of what they've just. Oh, this is from Roasty.
Have we been given a Billy? Oh,
Yeah, that's an old Olympic water bottle, is it? and a bit of hose. He has left out a cone piece though, so we are going to have to fashion one.
Well, I prefer not to.
So is it from Roasty? Is he wanting us to roast this up?
I'm acting like I'm going to use this
Yeah,
thing.
it's
I'm
from
like, I
Roasty.
prefer not to. Like,
Yeah, I know.
He dropped it off on Monday.
Oh,
morning.
did he?
dude, that is so ridiculous. The Sydney 2000 Mountain Blast Thirst Quencher bottle. Who's kept this?
Roasty did.
He kept it at his house. He bought this?
I think we need to turn that into a billy at the very least. I'm obviously not going to use it.
No, I'm not going to use it. I'd fucking pass out.
I haven't indulged in a good, honest Australian bug in some time.
No,
and I don't.
In some moons.
Yeah.
And last time I had one, I was like, nah.
But I do think it adds something to the space.
To have a Sydney 2000 Billy,
Yeah.
we are 1,000% fashioning one.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Watch us.
Did they make
after
Sydney 2000 cone pieces?
You can
They
light it
might
with
have.
a torch.
Yeah. Light it with the
Dude,
torch.
right, see, the problem is if we have that in studio after a stream and everyone's a little bit giddy, then Josh giddy, who knows what could happen. I think that's a great gift, Roasty. Thank you very much. We do look forward to having that fashioned. We might need to bring Dave back just to make it. I don't know how to make a billy anymore. As in, I know the technical.
Oh, you know how.
I know the technical way, but I don't want to ruin it.
No, you want to get it right.
I want to get it right.
Yeah, fair enough.
Anyway, is that the last dribble? Oh, we haven't done the dribble. That was just a billy gift.
Is there any more dribbles?
Yeah. Let's go.
It's a lovely gift. Thanks, Roasty.
Yeah, thank you,
That's
Roasty.
thoughtful as fuck.
Sorry for Manly smashing the Dragon.
Hey, gee, look, yeah, g'day there, boys. Just wanted to make my own public service announcement. It's the Oxley Dribbler here. To that gentleman who said that Eddie's that he does, that just hilarious noise, to him that said it was annoying, could not be further from the truth. That noise is absolutely stunning, and keep it up. And in spite of that fella, I think just do it even more and more. Love it every time. Hilarity. Thanks, boys.
Won't be stopping my
Jump on, get on Cody's mic, Josh. Give us an
Ask me if I got any rain.
You got any rain? You got any rain back home, mate?
Yeah.
You got a couple of points, mate.
Ask me if I still have my wife.
You still have your wife there, mate?
You have a couple last night, mate? So it's all about the inflection you put on it.
Yeah.
You're basically telling a story. Jack and I will sit around sometimes and just go, We'll have air offs. We'll have an air off.
Shout out to that dribbler.
Good on you, mate. Well, he knows. He
gets it.
That other bloke's a fucking moron.
Yeah, he was a dead shit.
Shit, the Billy. Now, Cody Totes of Loves Tote Bags fame. We've had this fucking package sitting here. I keep forgetting to open it. Soulmate. Coffee. Newtown, I think. Fucking great joint. Really nice food. Big fan of their work. We've got a hot girl bottle. Soulmate.
Yep.
You like hot girl walks? Don't you? We've got one each.
Yeah, I love
you
one.
have the green one.
That's not fair.
No, that's fair.
You offered me the blue and then you took it away.
No, well, I did.
The mouthpiece.
Yeah, but
That's
we're
gonna
only
fuck me
getting
up.
this because of me.
Yeah, okay. Fair.
Now, here's the piece de resistance.
Oh, my God. He could almost fit in those
Just
things.
look at this thing, dude.
Ooh.
Holy totes.
What's that on the front of it?
Holy totes.
And look, it's got fresh food on it and shit, like
It
produce.
says Soulmate Fresh Produce. You can nip down the Marrickville markets, mate, and look unbelievable. Wear your homeless beanie, right? Wear your Birkenstocks. Get a fucking growler. Clip your keys to your pockets, to your jeans.
yeah.
So everyone can see your fucking Toyota Yaris key. And fucking get down there and tote up.
Yeah.
Can I have one?
And look,
Yep.
yeah, well, they're both yours. mate.
These are both yours, buddy. Come and get them.
Can I have one? There for you, dude. Yeah, come and get it.
Come and get it.
Congratulations. Well done. Big day. Big day.
Well done.
Huge day. Huge day.
His keys are literally
There
still
they are.
tapped to his belt.
All right. That's it, mate.
Okay, ciao.
Could you two just not talk anymore?